Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, January 8th, and today we'll do something a little different. We're going to look into ULTY. I know I've been talking about it for quite some time, so it's time to actually do it. So, anyway, before we even get into that, as usual, we'll take a look at Bitcoin and see what's going on. And yeah, it's coming back down. So it was nice while it lasted. We were headed up and up and up and up and 94 range, right? Almost hit 95. And now we're back down. This morning we're at 89,000. Looks like we hit back up to 90. So I don't know, man. It is what it is. All right. So what is ULTY? Oh, yeah. By the way, we are live at the moment. So if you can hear me, please confirm the audio if you do not mind. I'm assuming everyone can hear me. If not, I'm talking to myself. But anyway, ULTY is a YieldMax ETF. It's kind of in a class of its own. And if you go to the YieldMax website, you go here. It's under the bucket of ultra ETFs. They did add SOLTY to that mix, and it's kind of the reverse thinking of ULTY, shorting funds versus, being bullish on funds in a way. But both are high yield strategies, ultra high yield strategies. But today we're going to talk about ULTY. So let's just see what it says on the website. I haven't even looked at this in a while. But it says ULTY is an actively managed ETF that seeks to generate weekly income. And they've been paying weekly for a while. They converted ULTY and some of the others, way back when. And, people were loving it. So, but now everything's freaking weekly. So it's nothing special at this point. They're showing a current distribution rate about 65%, which it used to be higher. It used to be in the 80 range. But they have since changed their prospectus more than once, of course. But now it seems like this may be the sitting target yield, 65%, which, I mean, that's still a lot. It's not 80, but it's a lot. 65, maybe they can actually have a chance of maintaining the NAV. Not going to be easy, but they certainly have a better chance. But it depends on the strategies, depends on the timing of their investments, what they invest in, all that jazz. What else can you look at? Here's a fund overview. Actively managed X-traded fund that seeks to generate income through a diversified portfolio covered call strategy. It says it typically holds around 15 to 30 underlying securities. Okay, selected primarily based on the implied volatility levels, but now they go for, low IV, high IV. So the IVs are very scattered at this point. It says portfolio is reviewed and adjusted regularly with positions increased, reduced, or replaced as market conditions evolve. And then here's every fund has their investment objective, which is basically, on your resume, it's the top, what the hell do they call that? Your objective, I guess. So the fund's primary investment objective is to seek current income. The fund's secondary objective is seek provide long exposure to the share price returns of selected underlying securities. All right. So, nothing new there. It did come out last year in February. So we're almost at we're almost at a 2-year anniversary, which is crazy. They are over 1 billion in net assets, and they have a gross expense ratio of 1.4%. This is a turnoff for a lot of people, but the activity that they do, does it warrant that? I mean, that's up to you to decide. It's a very busy fund. I can vouch for that. Who decides what's a good value or not? I don't know. But it's, because again, you can't compare it to like these other ETFs that don't really do anything. They just kind of invest in, say, just the Mag 7 funds or something like that. And that's not really hard. They don't even really deserve any expense on that. But these, when you talked about actively managed funds, yeah, there's someone doing that. There's an employee doing that. So they got to pay them, obviously, to be active and actually looking at the portfolio daily. And I'm sure ULTY, yeah, more than one, I believe. So that's why they have a large expense ratio. And now distribution per share, is this updated with reverse split numbers? I have no idea, but it doesn't matter. We track that on a separate spreadsheet. But we're really here for the holdings. So if you want to review ULTY yourself, obviously you can just download the holdings right here. It'll go into somewhat of an Excel view. At least on my MacBook, it doesn't go to the like Google Sheets, but Mac doesn't do that. If you had a Windows, computer, it'd probably just go to Excel. But whatever, you can just do it yourself and take a look and see, all right, what are they holding? Are they holding anything I like? Are they holding crap? Who knows? And then here's the documents that you should read. The prospectus is the most important, which tells you what their strategy is, what they're doing, right? We really should be looking at this on all funds before we invest in them. All right. So that's the coverage of, the website detail. Again, we are live, so I'm going through some comments. Let's see. Mig's Room says, I think ULTY has been making all the right changes for it not to fail as it previously did. We shall see. Double D agrees. Let's see. ULTY is proving the doubters wrong now. Look at the red yesterday, not even heavy down. Definitely a turnoff on that expense ratio. If it doesn't make profit, might be too early to judge. Yeah. So basically what they're saying is there were recent changes, very recent. And it's re-energizing the investors to, kind of have even, more hope of the fund to do better over time. All right. So anyway, the point of this video is for me to now sort of dissect what the hell is going on in ULTY, right? Because look, man, they got a lot of funds. It's not, you can't just it's hard to look at. It is a lot. So I'll do my best to try to look at what they're holding and then go from there. All right. So I kind of separated it by fund. So you'll notice that they actually do physically hold the underlying. So here's an example, ADI, which is analog devices. This is in alphabetical order. They hold, 145,000 shares of that, right? Outright. People always complain, well, I don't like when they own a synthetic. Okay, well, here you go. To me, it's a strategy, right? Whether they own the synthetic or the underlying. I mean, I'm actually in favor of the synthetic now because I'm doing it in my own portfolio. So, I mean, whatever. The beauty of this holding the underlying, though, there is no date. There is no expiration date. So there's not a taxable event, whether good or bad at some point. If they actually physically hold the fund for a long time, any income that they make, right, on the capital appreciation is not even realized, well, until they sell, of course. But hopefully that makes sense. All right, I need a sip of coffee. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. All right, anyway. So, yeah, they hold 145,000 outstanding shares. Look at that. All right. So what does that mean? It means nothing. These funds, they just sit there and they do nothing. If they pay a distribution, which most of these probably do not, then obviously that'll go into the fund. But outside of that, it's just movement of the underlying up and down. And then underneath here, there's three different lines, 3 rows. So these are options, strategies, options trades. Expiration date, we look, it's January 16th. So if you look, it says 26, which is the year, 01, which is the month, 16, which is the day. This Friday, tomorrow, as of when we record this video, is January 9th. So obviously the 16th is the following week. So as we look at this, keep that in mind. All right, so the first transaction you see, again, you could look at it. There's 3 columns, column C, column D, and column E. All of them have the C and the strike price. All right, and my dog better stop barking or she's getting out of here. But, when you see a C, obviously that's a call. All right. Now, all right, give me a sec. I'm letting her out. I had to let her out. Okay, puppy gone. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? So covered calls 305. All right. When you go to shares, you can see negative value there. So obviously, if it's negative, then it's, they sold the covered call. So they got a credit when they sold it. All right. So they sold a 305 covered call. They got the credit. And now this is how much it costs now if they were to close it. Right. So if they're, winning the trade, this number will go down in due time as we approach the expiration date. But whatever. I'm not, we're not going to do too much detail like that in each fund, or else we'll be here forever. The important part is, like, how's that covered call doing? Well, it's a 305. The underlying sits at 292. That covered call is 4.13% out of the money. And again, it expires here, January 16th. All right. It's okay. It's good. All right. What else are they doing? Well, they have two Ps. All right. Again, obviously P for put. So if we look here, let's look at the negative first. They're selling a put, 1,450 contracts, and the strike is 287.50. They are also buying a put. Again, I say buy because they did buy, because positive value here now. This is how much it's worth. When you buy something, you own something of value, and this is what it's worth. So anyway, when they sold this put, 287.50, they said basically that I'll collect the credit and I'll commit to buying these shares for 287.50 if it goes below 287.50 by January 16th. Now, if we scroll over here, oh, sorry, that didn't really work good. Where the hell are we? Where is it? There it is. All right. So by the way, hopefully the view is good. Let me know in the comments. 287.50, it's 1.84% out of the money, because currently the underlying is at 292. So, we're in a good, kind of a good spot, right? Because the underlying is below the covered call. The underlying is above the put that we sold. Great. But if it went down underneath this value, then we'll start losing money on this put. Similarly, I hate that word. If it went over the 305, we would start losing money because we'd be capped on the upside, right? But keep in mind, on that end, we own the underlying. So the value of the underlying, of course, would go up. So, I mean, ideally, where do you want to land? Kind of in between the 287.50 and the 305, ideally. Perfect scenario is you kind of land at the 304 range, I would say. I don't know. But again, we got the 270 in case the underlying tanks and, we're losing value. Obviously, the covered call would be a win, profitable win. But we'd lose value on this put. However, we'd be covered once it hits that 270 number. We'd start making money there, offsetting the damage. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. A lot of the funds we're going to go through have a similar strategy, which we're going to kind of skim through a little faster. Because again, obviously that one just took some time. All right, let me go through some comments, because again, we are live. I know people sometimes they hate the live videos, but let's see. Yeah, puppy is gone. I tried to keep her in here, but she was good yesterday, not today. All right. Richard, maybe he's doing when zoom out on ULTY. Wait, what did Richard say? Richard, here, so you can see. Ivan, the new strategy hasn't been out for a year. Well, the new strategy has been out like a few months, really. View is good. Thank you very much. Miggs is like awake. I've never seen Miggs this awake. Usually it's like a good morning, and then you kind of don't see him unless you get a super chat, which is, again, always appreciated. Thank you, Miggs. Miggs, just not logical base ULTY on the old strategy when it's massive changes. There's LA Appliance. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Of course, Double D's here as well. Thank you for joining yesterday, Double D. All right, the next fund is Astera Labs. Again, obviously the underlying matters. You want good underlyings. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention the IV on analog. The IV on analog is 32%, which is, it's kind of low. But again, they would consider that, you know, the lower the IV, the idea is like kind of a safer fund. It's not traded as much. People aren't in and out as much. The higher the IV, the higher the risk, right? All right, so let's look at Astera. Again, they own the underlying. You'll see that at the top. If they don't own the underlying, you're not going to see under stock ticker. You're not going to see just the ticker. You're just going to see a bunch of, you know, well, you'll see the ticker and a bunch of numbers. All right. So obviously here they own the underlying. Same thing, covered call. All right. And then credit put spread, as they call it, right? Credit put spread, whatever. So what are we doing here? You know, we call it the side piece actually on the Roddy, but how's the covered call doing and how's the put doing? Well, if we scroll to the right, by the way, if anyone knows a formula on Google Finance for sector, please let me know. I tried to Google it. I couldn't find it before the video, but hey, whatever. Let me make that smaller. All right, so we got a covered call at 175. Get away. Here we go. All right, 5% out of the money. Okay, that's good. We're selling, where's the sold put? Sold put is at what, 162.50. It's at 165. So it's still safe, right? It's 1.97% out of the money. And then we have the buy put. We have the protection. Right now, we don't need it. So that's great. Wonderful. Yippee-ki-yay, right? And then we can kind of scroll down. We can kind of just like stay over here because it's going to look like a similar strategy. We see what they're doing, right? We kind of don't have the shares, though. Do we want the shares in the picture? I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we could freeze it on the shares. Let's do this. I'm going to hide this stuff. And then we'll freeze it here. Freeze up to column F. There you go. There you go, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. All right. Make that a little bigger. That's what she said. All right. What the hell were we? We did analog. We did Astera. We are on applied materials. Go away. All right. Okay. So they have the shares, obviously. Covered call 315, 7.8% out of the money. Selling the put 290, 0.75% out of the money. So again, it could drop under 290 very soon. But again, we do have protection. So when it gets to a point, yeah, we're protected. By the way, this expires January 16th, which is next week. And then, of course, we have cash, 58 million. Oh, man, if only we had that. Imagine that. We had that in our bank account. Would we be retired? Yeah. But anyway, cash bucket. They pay weekly distributions. Obviously, they always need cash on hand. All right. Continuing down the line, we have COHR, Coherent Corp. Not going to lie, I don't know what the hell they are. But whatever, it doesn't matter. We're here for the numbers. 197.50 it's out of the money by 3%. They're selling a put 180, 6% out of the money. So look at the underlying. It's sitting at 191.62. So it's in between these two numbers. Are these new positions? No, because this expires on the 9th, which is tomorrow. So right now, COHR, good trade. We'll see how it plays out. We got 2 days, though, 2 trading days. All right, we got CRM, Salesforce, up in her. Oh, yeah, we should probably get that IV up in there. 27% IV. The other one was, 79. All right, so let's see here. What do we got? What do you do? What do you say? If we scroll like this, no, it's not going to do damage. I think the setup is good. Feel free to leave feedback as we go. I'm going to catch up on some comments, even if that annoys people that watched after. Let's see. Double D. He bought and dripped ULTY since March. Total return 6%. Not great, but not red. I'm wide awake. I don't know all the words to that. Sorry. But I know what you're talking about. Oh, my God. The educator mom is awake. Here we go. Let's get some Good morning, Marcia. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, peeps. Thank you for being here. We are live on YouTube and X. Thoughts on you know, Migs, you give me, just because you're awake doesn't mean you got to give me more work. All right. I'm finally getting to ULTY. Now you got to give me more work. Let's get through ULTY first, and then we could talk about other funds. All right. But I keep hearing about this Mago or whatever the hell it is. I don't know what it is, but you know, that's something you know, I do want to take a look at. I don't even know what it is, to be honest, but it just, I've seen like a million thumbnails, so every YouTuber is talking about it. So I'm wondering what the hell it is. I know it's a Tuttle fund, but all right. Anyway, what are we doing? CRM, how you doing? Well, we got a 265 covered call. The price is 266. Oh no, 0.42% in the money. In the money. What does that mean? Well, again, it's in the money. So you sell a covered call at 265. Ideally, you want the underlying to stay below that strike price by the expiration date, which, by the way, is tomorrow. So we still have 2 trading days. And that being said, actually, let's pull up CRM, your favorite fund. Salesforce, how you doing? Oh, yeah. 264.91 in the pre-market, just below that strike. So, yeah, perfect world. Well, yeah, stay right there. You know, 264 range. It'll, as we get closer to Friday, the extrinsic value will burn out. And then when they do their rolling order or the buy to close alone, whatever they do, right, it'll be very cheap, which means it's mostly a profitable trade. And of course, the put, the selling the put, the sold put here, yeah, this is profitable, of course, right? Because it's above. You know, this is tight though, man. This one's tight. Are they all this tight? It's only 1%. Wow. Crazy. All right. Anyway, we got to move on. FGXX. This is some, you know, some bond crap ticker that pays you some interest, treasury, whatever. You know, whatever. It makes us money. So that's all you got to worry about. All right. And it's probably much easier to liquidate than getting the money from the funds, right? So you're earning money from the options, and you're earning money from the other, you know, treasury bills or whatever they have, you know, they hold, like the FGXX fund, FGXXXXXXX. All right, GDX, how you doing? Well, guess what? Look at this. 2 gold funds, by the way. Is this overexposure in gold? What's up with that? I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to the weightings and let's highlight how much gold we got. All right, we got 9.94% in gold. Someone likes gold. Who is it? Scotty Too Hottie? Is it Jay? Is it Mike? Is it the other Mike? Is it the both Mikes? I don't know. Someone likes gold. And if we look at Van Eck Gold Miners, they are 44% IV. SBDR Gold Trust, 23% IV. Obviously, these are not the same exact type of fund, but you know, gold is in the name, so we're calling them gold. All right. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. What the heck is GDX doing? They got a 93 covered call, 2% out of the money, safe, check. 83.50, selling the put. Are we above 83.50? Check. We're at 91, 8% out of the money. Oh, more wiggle room on this one, that's for sure. And then, of course, yes, they bought the put protection. I haven't seen one put that they needed, but the market's been pretty good lately. That's good. You know, I'd rather not need the put, but again, they have it because people cry NAV erosion. No. So we're protecting the downside. So again, when the underlyings go down, guess what? We're not going to get hit as bad because we have protection. All right. Anyway, let's move on. How's this gold fund doing? Well, it's sitting at 409. We got a covered call at 415. 1% out of the money. Ooh, this put is tight. Selling a put at 408. 0.3% out of the money. However, you will notice the covered call expires tomorrow. The puts expire next week. So again, the action, the focus is now on the 415. So how's that doing? Is that going to be okay? We don't know. We'll see. 2 trading days. Again, it's just the as-at status. That's what this video is about, looking at each individual underlying, see how it's doing. All right, the next one is Corning, ticker symbol GLW, 47% IV, up in her. They got an 87.99 underlying price. Again, these prices are as of the close on January 7th. Obviously, it does not know about pre-market. It's not that smart. And I don't have a formula for it, so I don't even think there is one. All right, anyway, they're doing a covered call at 92, 4%. 4% of the money. Oh, no, what the heck they got going on here? They got two puts. They got two puts. Who invited this put? This put and this put. All right, anyway, what the hell's going on? All right, so let's look at the sold put first. They got an 87, 1% out of the money, barely above it by 99 cents. But they got protection. They bought two puts. They bought an 83 and then 79. All right. Everything expires tomorrow. Right now, it doesn't look like they need the protection, but it's there just in case. So how they doing? Good. I mean, ULTY's doing pretty damn good. In fact, let's just take a look at ULTY for a sec. Let's see. Must have had a good day, right? One day up 1.34% yesterday. 5 days. Again, this is just price up 1.29%. You know, there is a distribution, which I assume was here. Right? Boom, boop, payout, boop, payout, boop. You know, 1 month. Ooh, what's going on there? Again, distributions probably all over the place. You got to kind of look at the total return when you keep doing that. You know, when you go out further. But anyway, let's keep going. All right, GLW. Did we talk about GLW yet? Yeah, it was a corny ass one. Let's move on. Now we got Hood. Everyone knows Hood. Robinhood. Robinhood. I mean, Robinhood's a pain in the ass. They're freaking tied to crypto, it seems. Every time crypto goes down, which is a lot. It's often. Robinhood goes down. And it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. You're Robinhood. You're better than that. You could beat crypto. I was told, someone said they're the third largest crypto holder. I don't know. Bitcoin holder. Who knows? But whatever, man. They have a 52% IV. The current stock price is 116. What are they doing? All right, they're selling covered calls and they're buying a put. No sold put, just selling covered calls, buying puts. All right, so they sold a call at 118, 0.88% out of the money. That expires tomorrow. And how's it doing? It's doing all right. But again, we got to look at the pre-market on some of these. Not going to do it all. Yeah, we're down, of course. Robinhood's always freaking down. But anyway, it was up and then it dropped. So who knows when they made this trade. But now this trade probably looked ugly a few days ago. But we're good. Do we need the put protection? Oh, 103. God, I hope Robinhood does not go down that hard. I don't even know if that was worth it, to be honest. Have you ever seen, when's the last time we seen Robinhood at 103? That's too low. Should have done like a 110. I know it's more expensive, but hey, whatever. What the hell do I know? All right, let's look at the next one. Intuit. This is like the tax company thing. I don't know. 26% IV. Yeah, whatever. Is that worth it? Probably. I don't think so. But whatever. They got a 651 underlying price. What are they doing? They're doing covered calls. They're selling puts. They're buying puts. Okay, nothing. You know, that's kind of the norm here. 655 covered call. It expires January 9th. Tomorrow, 0.59% out of the money. Out of the money. Is that good? Yeah, it's okay for now. I mean, it's tight. Two trading days to go. What about the put? 5% out of the money. Yeah, it's looking good. It's safe. You know, again, this as we go up, it'll be very cheap to close out this put that we sold that we collected a credit on. And of course, the downside. Oh my God, a 570. Good Lord, that is probably not needed. So let's keep going. We got iron up in her. Iron. Oh my God, 100% IV. Now we're talking old school ULTY right here. Oh yeah, but again, you got to boost the yield up somehow. You can't just have these boring ass, you know, safe goody two shoe funds that have a low IV. Iron's current price is $43.63. Covered call at $47.50. Let's see. Yep, 8% out of the money. Is that safe? So far. It expires January 9th. It's 2 trading days, so likelihood, again, looking pretty good. Oh, but look at this. Credit call spread. They bought a call with a strike price higher than the call price that they sold on, which, again, this is protection on the upside, capped exposure, right? But it looks like it's not needed, but this was a just in case. And then, yes, They bought a put. They did not sell a put. They bought a put just in case they drop below 43. Right now, they're above 43, so they do not need it. But, hey, we shall see. Chico. All right, sorry. I know we're live. I got to catch up on some comments, see if you guys said anything or if you're just snoozing along here. Mago. I like the ticker name. Yeah, I wonder why. All right, let's see. Let's see. 25%. Nav erosion is real. No. Oh my God, Nikki's awake. Finally, we can start. Good morning, Nikki. Can't stop coughing, man. I'm done with the freaking winter. Done with it all. All right. So, all right. We're done. We're done with that. What's up with that? All right. What do we got? JBL, Justin, what is it? John Bradshaw Layfield. Remember him? Come on. Got to know Justin. Remember Justin Hawk Bradshaw? And then he changed to John. No. Okay. This is not a wrestling channel. Sorry. JBL. What the hell is JBL? It's Jabil. Cool name. Not. Anyway, 39% IV. What do we got here? Current price is $224.45. Covered call is at a 230. That is 2.47% out of the money. All right, that's okay. It expires next week, though. So, again, more time. They might have just opened it. Who the hell knows? And then they have puts. They both expire next week as well. They sold a put 210. Obviously, we are 6% above 210, so that looking safe. And then protection is 20% away. Is that going to be needed? I don't know. Depends on Jabil. All right, what about Light? What the hell? Light. Lumentum Holdings, 112% IV. Good Lord, dangerous. Danger. Get out on the floor. All right, it's priced at what? $392. We got a covered call 420, 6% out of the money. Oh, we got 3 puts. All right, we sold one, $355. It's 9% out of the money. So we're in a good spot. But again, these all 4 expire next week. And then they bought 2 puts at $345 and the $367.50. Is it needed? No, not yet. But again, they got protection. All right, what's this doing? Lilly, Eli Lilly, 39% IV. All right, what are you doing? What's going on? Good Lord, Eli Lilly, you are not cheap. Time for a forward split. The price is $1,108 at the moment. They have a covered call. Oh no, of $1,095. This is where we hope we had a covered call spread, right? But anyway, we're only 1% in the money. It could. We still have what? 2 trading days to see what happens. But we shall see. Anyway, we're selling a put here at 1,070. Obviously, we are above that, but only by 3%. But we'll see. And then we bought a put for protection, but we didn't need protection on the downside. We need protection on the upside. All right, let's look at the next one. Am I going fast enough? I don't even know. LAM Research, 58% IV. How you doing? Their current price is 203. Covered call, 205. 0.96% out of the money. This is going to be a tight one. This one expires tomorrow. They bought a put. It's 7% away. They're probably not going to need it because, again, that expires tomorrow as well. These 2 expire next week. They sold a put, 195. It's almost 4% out of the money, and then they bought a put for some protection. Up next is LVS, Las Vegas Sands Corp. They have a 42% IV, $61 price. They sold a covered call that expires next week, $64, 4% out of the money. And then they sold a put here for $61. This is for next week also, and it's 0.7% out of the money. But they do have protection in case it does go down because it is getting close. But again, we'll keep an eye on that. We're at the M's, again, alphabetical order, so we're getting there. Mongod, 41% IV. Okay, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. It's a 440 price. We got a 445 covered call that expires tomorrow. 1% out of the money. We'll see how that plays out. And then they sold a put, and then they bought a put. They sold a put for 420. Your favorite holiday, 4.68% out of the money. They bought a put for 400, 9% away. We'll see if that needs some help. Oh no, look what they own. MSTR. So yeah, what percent? I'm just curious. What's the allocation of? It's about 4%. All right, we'll see how this goes. MSTR 67% IV. Finally, some juicy IV, right? Remember it was at the 90s. Remember it was at the 100% IV. Not that, maybe last year, 2 years ago. Anyway, 161 is the price, which is, again, pathetic based on where we were not that long ago. But whatever, man, whatever. We're not crying over here. We got 2 contracts that expire tomorrow. We're selling a covered call, 165, 1.96% out of the money. Is it safe? Is it safe? Probably. Bitcoin's dropping, right? So who the hell knows? But again, they had some good news the other day, though. So let's see if that good news is still baked in. Nah, it's red. They're down 0.66% in the pre-market. All right, so this may be safe. We don't know, but they did buy protection at the 140. Good God. Let's hope that don't happen. All right, what are we doing here? We got NVIDIA. We like NVIDIA, right? 36% IV. And what are they doing? They got a covered call, $200 strike. Expires tomorrow, 5% out of the money. Check. That looks safe. Then they're selling the put down here. What are they doing? 187.50. Oh, boy, this is getting close. 0.89% out of the money. This is also expiring tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. All right, Palantir's in here, 55% IVR. Palantir's price is 181 at the moment. Everything expires tomorrow. All right, they have a 175 covered call. This is in the money, so they got blown through. However, they did buy a call. They did buy a long. They're long 180, so this is actually helping them out. So again, we see where it's at. It's at 181. So yeah, we're back. We're back, baby. Because we got this sucker helping us out. Yeah, we're happy to do that in between, but we're doing good right now. The puts, obviously, they're doing fine, right? Because they're way, where's the sold put? Here it is, 2.3%. I mean, come on, bro. You come back down. Although that's not even that far, but we'll see. Okay, PWR. Quanta. All right, Quanta Services, 37% IV. What the heck? A lot of trades here. What's going on? 436 price. How many covered calls? 2 covered calls. 450, 3% out of the money. By the way, all these trades are expiring next Friday. 470, 7% out of the money, 7.5. And then we got PPPP. Lots of PP. But the 2 sold puts, 410 and 420, 6 and 3% out of the money, and then protection in the middle. We'll see how that plays out. And then we got Mr. Roblox. Oh, damn. Roblox is a 71% IV. Wow. By the way, the kids love Roblox. I don't know if you guys have kids, but Roblox is a thing. But so is a bunch of other crap like Fortnite and all this. Anyway, Roblox is priced at what? $76. Oh, my God. All right. And their contracts expire next week. They have an $81 strike price that is about 6% out of the money. And then they're selling the put at 74. And we are above that by 3%. So they're right in the middle. So far, so good. But again, we got a whole freaking week and 2 days. All right, here's Succo, or shall we say Southern Copper Corp, or I like Succo better. 39% IV. How you doing? Well, we're priced at 158. We got 3 contracts that expire next week. We got a covered call at 165. That is 4.3% out of the money. We sold a put at 155. That is 1.95% out of the money. So we'll see how it plays out. 2 to go, and then I'll catch up to the comments. All right. SMR is in ULTY. This has a 101% IV. Wow. New Scale Power Corp. DGen play of the week. Maybe. 1947 was the closing price. We have contracts, 3 of them, that expire tomorrow. We're selling the covered call at 19. It's in the money. 2.41% in the money. But don't worry. We got backup at 20, son. All right. So if we get Capity Doodah, which we are, that dollar in between, we suck. But above the 20, yeah. All right. Let's see the pre-market, though. We go to SMR and we see how we doing. Oh, wow. It's dropped down to 19.19 in the pre-market, almost underneath the covered call. So this may even expire worthless. Yes, they don't let them expire. They typically roll them on the Friday or the Thursday, but we'll see how it goes. They do have protection if needed, but probably not at the moment. All right. Last ticker, based on alphabetical order, is... Let's make it a little bigger, right? We got a 3X. We got a 3X DGen play. It's kind of a DGen play. It's a treasury, play. 20-year Treasury Bull 3X share. Okay, yeah, share. Whatever. It's a 28% IV. Again, safe fund, sure. $38 is the current price. 3 contracts. They expire next week. Covered call, we're looking at 39.50, 3.87% out of the money. Is it safe? I don't know. We got a whole week. Selling the put, 37.50, 1.39% out of the money. Again, time will tell. All right. So that is the summary of ULTY. ULTY in the house. I'm going to go through some comments. All right. Let's see what people are yapping about up in her. Okay. Right. Where did I leave off? Holiday schedule kept Miggs busy. His only Christmas presents were NAV erosion and tax loss harvesting. A lot of bulls on Intuit. Nikki's still loving that IOYY. Can't snooze driving. All right.
Wake up, wake up. Can I have your attention, please? Can I have your attention, please?
With a real Slim Shady. All right, let's see. Miggs, I can't take ULTY serious anymore. They hold MSTR still. Man, people hating on MSTR. Let's see. Here's Rod L in the house. MSTR still above it. Forward split price. MSTR is killing it. Just got pumped after the forward split. YieldMax got all the Misty call blew through. Palantir. Rod L. Yana J. Nikki loving yield boost. Good morning, CG. Bajake. Yeah, Roblox. You don't want to know about Roblox. Ugh. I need a sip of coffee. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that was good. All right, what do we got here? Yes. Well, it's all freaking dangerous now. It's like, well, my wife deals with all that protection and controls who they talk to. Friend requests go through the parents. You can set it that way. All right, let's see. All right. AIPI is a great play for AI income. R to the O to the D. All right. Should I play that at the end? Anyway, let's continue here. All right. The market value of ULTY is 1.1 billion. Pretty big. That's what she said. I know. Average. Why is average not working? There's no formula. Oh, here. What the hell is this? I thought I did an if error. Whatever. We'll take that out and we'll see what the average IV is. What the hell is it? Still not working, huh? All right. So there's another formula error up in her. Let's see. Oh, I'm not seeing it. Nope, not seeing it. All right. Okay, that's not helpful. 02 to 0174. What if we do like 150? Yeah, that's not going to work. All right, whatever. I don't care. ULTY, it looks like the current price is 37.81. And then, yes, what is this even multiplying? Yeah, this used to be like the guesstimator. But yeah, ULTY, let me know what you think about the funds that they hold, the strategies that they're doing. Again, the biggest change, at least that I see, because they had the protective puts, but the biggest change since then is the safer plays, right? They're playing things a little differently. Obviously, I'm sure they do their research on the funds before they add them. Sometimes I believe they do earnings plays, this, that, and the other thing. But yeah, they own some low IVers. They never did that before. They always had the high complete degen plays, but yeah, that kind of burnt them in a way. Oh no, there it is. There's the ugly one. All right, so now we could probably get there it is. Average IV 52%. So yeah, this is supposed to do based on the average IV, but again, they don't pay 52% yield. They pay about 65% yield. Because the idea is hopefully they do make that. It doesn't, just because their average is that doesn't mean that's what they're going to yield. They yield greater than that. So far so good. But anyway, yeah, let me know what your thoughts on based on what you see. Are you impressed with ULTY? Are you sick of ULTY? Are you like, all right, I'm down for the new ULTY. Let's do this. Let's give them a chance. Let's give them another chance. All right. Comparison tool. Who do you guys want to compare ULTY to? All right. You guys think all these other funds are so good. Who do you want to compare ULTY to? And maybe we'll just do the 1 month comparison. So since we are live, I'm gonna let you guys tell me. All right. Tell me something good. Black Mamba in the house. Uh-oh, he's got the sunglasses inside. He is cool. Cool dude. What the hell is IAUI? Man, these so many damn funds. I can't even take it anymore. Gold. It's a gold freaking fund. Well, IAUI. Whooping that ass. All right, you picked a good one. Who else? Anyone else want to add to the 1 month comparison? Come on, Cletus. Come on. We got 201 people live on YouTube and Twitter combined. Thank you all for being here. All right. If you don't give me a ticker, then I'm just going to start typing in crap. But again, the beauty of being live is interactive. All right. We got a ticker, IOYY. We know that one. That's Granite Shares. That's -5%. So that cannot beat ULTY. SIVR. Siver. What the hell? Siver. Holy. What is this? A silver fund? Is that what it said? That doesn't count. Is that that's not even an income fund, is it? Whatever. I'll leave it. All right. WPay. WPay, where you at? -5%. All right. So so far, WPay and IOYY are under ULTY. Who else? Who else we got? We got NVYY. NVYY. Where the hell did that go? That is up 0.89%, which I believe, yes, that's less than ULTY as well. And let's see what we got. Who else? Oh, now I can't keep up. KSLV. Is that another? That's a silver one. Ooh, cheaters. All right. KQQQ. Let's see. KQQQ. I never even looked at that one. That's a Curve Technology. That's -1.86. So ULTY beats that one. Again, this is only over 1 month. And of course, this is total return. There's Parabolic. Thanks again for hosting the spaces yesterday. You the woman. Let's look at Eggy. The kids and the dog are getting a little loud up there, so we're gonna have to exit soon. We got -1.64% on Eggy, so that one's not looking that great. What we got? I wonder how many we could fit here. IQQQ Pro Shares. Let's see what that's at. That's is that even on here now? That's black, up 0.13%. ULTY's doing pretty good in the rankings here from what you guys gave me. So SPMO. Again, we're running out of colors. I don't even know if I can add another. Oh, I can't. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of these silver things, which K-Silv and this green thing. All right, so that's a little better. All right, so what the hell do we say? SPMO. I can add 2 more. Invesco Momentum ETF. That one is -0.3% over the past month. And then I think we had GPIQ. A lot of people talk about this one like it's the greatest thing ever. Let's see how it did. Black, it was up 0.47%. So again, over the past month, IAUI, number 1. Number 2 is ULTY. So Again, I know it's only 1 month, but again, their strategy's only been at what? I don't know. Has it been 3 months? I guess I could do a 3-month. All right, over the 3 months, how you doing? Who's the winner? IAUI still. That thing's pretty damn good. Oh wow, Ulti's in the bottom now over the 3 months. But again, I don't remember when the strategy begun. Probably should have an idea on that, but whatever. Let me know what you guys think. Hey, yeah. Yeah, Ulti wins in the 1 month, not the 3 month. But again, I don't know. We need more time for sure. Let's see. Ulti needs a little love. It's getting a little love. I mean, it was popular. Remember how it blew up, man. And now people hate it, but it's still over $1 billion in assets. So people, you know, the hate is just overblown, I think. You need more what? Spaces? Every Wednesday. Come on, every Wednesday. Let's do it. TDAC. You know, we don't got room for this. We got to take out, let's take out IAUI overachiever, and then we'll put TDAC. That is that's the TAP alpha. All right, so TDAC is in black, and they are the winner, up 4.1%. So good fun. But again, let's go to the 1 month. Actually, if we let's do 1 month. Yeah, the 1 month Ulti is the king. So again, compare how you want. This is stockanalysis.com, by the way. I shared the link yesterday. I have an affiliate link if you guys are interested. But yeah, any other questions before we wrap it up, wrap it in? Let me begin. Let's see. They did announce distributions yesterday. And let's see here. I sorted it by yield to see like who paid the highest. Marrow paid the highest. Circo number 2, Winter number. We thought Winter would pay high. I thought they'd pay more, but obviously they did not. But whatever, man. Misty and Winter in the top 4. Wow. So that's interesting. Also, house money. Sometimes you guys care about that. Let me just make sure I'm pulling the total distributions with a new column. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So we got what? Let's sort by house money. Again, house money, it's simply just a calculation from inception, how much they paid in distributions, and compare that number to the launch price. And that's it. Nothing fancy. But yeah, again, Phoebe is coming up. We know the 100%ers, 100% plusers, Misty, NVIDIA, Coney, Plady, and XIZY. Outside of that, we got Phoebe coming up, AMDY, Nefli, Tesla. Finally, Tesla. Let's get moving. I mean, poor Tesla. AMZ's going to catch Tesla. They are. They're going to beat Tesla to 100%. That's for sure. I'm calling that right now. Snowy. No, Snowy won't, but AMZ will. All right, anyway, let's see what we got here. Any questions? Any questions? Bruce always has some kind words. Good dude right here. Really appreciate the coverage on Ulti. Rod Ulti has been very good to me. That's good to hear. Making bank, bro. Yeah, Migs makes freaking bank. You guys see his channel? All right. Migs, share your channel, please, so people know and they could see how much bank you make, So, I think they changed their schedule to Tuesday. I don't know. He can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the last 2 weeks he did on Tuesday. No, thank you, Nikki. No, thank you. No, thank you, Rod. No, thank you. Should we do the song on the outro? Or are we getting sick of it yet? Or should I should just do it all the time and annoy the crap out of everyone, right? Oh my goodness, you have a lot of funds. Andre Brown, Echo, New World Order. Sorry, I'm losing my mind now. So that means I typically need to end the video. Let's see. It's still Monday when possible. Oh, you guys are just slacking. I see. Someone's to blame though. But maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone else, right? But anyway, keep it going. Keep the show going. Let's pump it. Song every time. Double D loves the song, but it's in his head. He can't get it out. So I was singing your song. Oh, man. See, I guess I got to play this song. Love that song. Should play it every day. All right. I'm going to play it. You guys are too nice. Some of you probably hate it and you're being nice, but here it is. Here it is. Dividends on repeat. Everyone click the link. All right. Click it. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Boom. Oh, yeah. Like, comment, all that jazz. And then in the comments, then you can make fun of Migs in the comments. All right. All good. All right. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm going to get to the song. I'll let you guys think of a keyword while I play the song, and then we'll go from there. Sound good? All right. Here we go. You know what I should do? I should put the words up on a banner. I can't do that today. Remind me for later. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go to the. Let me do this right now. This YouTube stuff.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Good morning, friends.
Good morning.
On to the O to the D. Retire on dividends, you know me. Cash flow mindset moving differently. Numbers don't lie, plans stay ready. If you want that life, say freedom with me. On to the O to the D. Retire on dividends, you know me. Built, not sold, yeah, intentionally. No hype talk, just clarity. If you want that life, say freedom with me. Mid-40s, married man, house stay loud. Raising up boys, turning boys into men. New puppy running, chaos around. Still clocking in, but he plotting the end. Giants fan scars, yeah, he wear that pain. Smiles through the losses like part of the game. Never throw shots, never talks that mess. Builds people up, less results address. Streams every day, never missing a beat. YouTube live X when the mic get heat. Not selling dreams, just showing the math. Wins and drawdowns, full on his past. Spreadsheet brain with a streetwise frame. Plays a discipline, never chasing fame. R to the O to the D. Retire on dividends, you know me. Cash flow mindset moving differently. Numbers don't lie, plans stay ready. If you want that life, say freedom with me. Yeah. Options on screen, risk handle precise. Structures built calm, every move got a price. Cover calls roll, protection in place. Time on his side, patience setting the pace. They say slow down, he say stay exact. Same palm tone when the market snap. Runs through mud just to test that will. Same mindset when the chart goes still. Sings on the post, crowd laugh, he grin. Go dig a hook, but the lesson still win. Movie quotes fly, wrestling frame. Serious work, but he keep it light, man. R to the O to the D. Retire on dividends, you know me. Cash flow mindset moving differently. Numbers don't lie, plans stay ready. If you want that life, say freedom with me. If you want that life, say freedom with me. This was for fun and entertainment purposes. I hope you have fun and will entertain. And if not, I'll do better next time. And if you made it this far, and you want to make sure everybody knows, you got to say the keyword. Freedom! Freedom!
All right. Yes, that is me. Parabolic from 6 years ago. This is me trying to be a good YouTuber. But anyway, as always, by the way, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, come back tomorrow, come back another day, and we'll be entertained. If you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. Also, let me know if you want this ULTY coverage to be any type of series, or should I do, like, next time, should I cover the ULTY competitors? I know there's a couple ULTY competitors out there. Should I try to do the same thing? Let me know. I can, as long as they have the holdings in this kind of a similar format. Outside of that, it's keyword time. So if you made it this far in the video, can I have your attention, please? If you made it this far in the video, you gotta say the keyword. All right, everyone's being lazy and they're saying freedom. The song says freedom, but fine. It's a great keyword. So if you made it this far in the video, guess what? The keyword is freedom after all. Freedom again. Okay. Yes, Ambassador did create that song for me. You think I know how to do that? I definitely did not know how to do that. So thanks again, Ambassador. I would say the nicest person in the world, but Parabolic, it's like a 1A, 1B of the nicest people in the world. But anyway, the keyword today is freedom. Freedom. So type that in the comments after the video is posted, and then we know that you made it to the end of the video. All right. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day. Later.